I was involved in liturgy a lot. I had been working in Mexico, and then Father Elizondo asked me to go help him. I said, well, okay, I'll go a month. So I went for a month. I said, what do you want me to do? He says, I don't know. Typical Virgil. He said, you decide what you want to do. So I said, well, I like liturgy. So I started working on bilingual sacraments, and we did several of them. We went through all the sacraments. We even wrote a homily for each sacrament that could be given in English or in Spanish. It was kind of a bilingual sacramentary. And I worked that whole month, and I think we even developed 3 or 4 sacraments, including baptism, confirmation, etc. So there was a meeting in Chicago on a bishop's committee on liturgy at the time. These are the bishops who determine liturgy in the United States, texts and so on. Well, we went, and I went with my nice translations and bilingual editions and so on, hoping they would approve it, and so that we would have a bilingual sacramentary. Vamos a tener un sacramentario bilingüe. I didn't know liturgical rules. I didn't know canon law. I was just a simple priest. And so ahí voy yo, muy inocente, con los otros padres, and we were rebuked. Nos regañaron. First of all, they told us, Spanish is not a liturgical language in the United States.
Ooh.
We didn't realize. Well, people speak Spanish. And people pray in Spanish. La gente reza en español, canta en español. ¿Cómo nos van a decir que el idioma español no es un idioma litúrgico? Well, in a way that was true. It wasn't official. And so everything that we had done, all the work we had done, all the translation, everything was worth nothing. And they also told us this. He says, don't worry about Spanish. People are going to learn English like everybody else. Todos van a aprender inglés, so we don't need anything in Spanish. We went away with the tail behind our legs, como unos perritos malos. And so we felt bad, so we said, we really have a lot of work to do. Tenemos mucho trabajo que hacer. So one of the first things was to declare Spanish as an official liturgical language. And we finally got it through with the Bishop's Conference. That was the first step. And then many other things happened. And then I was made the head of the Hispanic subcommittee on liturgy. Me hicieron el presidente de la comisión, de la subcomisión de liturgia hispana. And as such, I was invited to go to Rome. Ricardo Ramírez goes to Rome. And it was a very special project. They gathered a liturgist from every Spanish-speaking country in the world. And they invited the head of the subcommittee on the Hispanic liturgy from the United States, that was me, to go as an observer. What was the meeting about? The meeting was to decide one version of the ordinary of the Mass. What is that? Well, the Gloria, the Creed, the Confiteor, the Kyrie eleison, the Eucharistic prayers, quite a bit of the Mass. But we went through years in English liturgy to do the Roman Missal. We did in 2 weeks in the Spanish language. Anyway, we were in Rome, we worked day and night on agreeing on... It was there that we agreed on el Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo. Santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros. El Padre nuestro que ahora rezamos. It was decided at that meeting. And to our surprise, even Spain accepted. Wow. You know, Spain, son tercos los españoles. casi tan tercos como los mexicanos. They can be very stubborn, but they agreed. Everybody had to sacrifice something. They decided, okay, we'll go along with the whole Spanish-speaking world. So we agreed on the ordinary of the Mass. In the middle of the meeting, well, first of all, we introduced ourselves. I introduced myself from the United States. and I represent in those years maybe 30 million Hispanics. Ahora we're even more. Somos 30 millones de hispanos en los Estados Unidos. And so halfway through the meeting, one of the bishops from Chile said, "Why isn't the bishop from the United States voting? Why is he just an observer? ¿Por qué nada más está como observador y no vota?" And so the cardinal in charge said, "Well, it's up to you. Do you want him to vote? By the way, we have more Spanish-speaking people in the United States than many countries, for example, in Latin America. Yeah. Tenemos muchos países que le ganamos nosotros con gente que habla español en los Estados Unidos." And so the cardinal said, "Well, it's up to you. How many want him to vote?" All the hands went up. It was unanimous. From that moment on, the United States had a full voice and vote at that meeting. Wow. So it has been a struggle. Now we're struggling with Sister Doris and others recognize that we're struggling with a Misal Romano. And someday, maybe before I die, I will see it. By the way, much of the artwork in the Misal Romano will be from New Mexico. Santa Fe, ¿cómo se llama? Our dear friend El Santero, Carrillo. Some of his will be in there, and also some of from my collection. It's going to be very beautiful, if I do say so. Anyway, along the way there were other people. It wasn't just Ramírez, there was other people. There was Carlos Rosas in San Antonio who started composing, and there was a woman, can you imagine? A woman in Santa Fe who started composing beautiful music. And she was there, the head of the liturgical office in the Archdiocese of Santa Fe, and as well as leading the music at the cathedral and part of the Southwest Liturgical Conference. And it was her inspiration to begin the Hispanic Pastoral Musicians Conference. De ella vino la inspiración de tener esa conferencia. And I don't remember how many times we've had it. I've been to most of them, thanks to you for having me. But she is fantastic. In fact, she's so famous that the Pope took her name. Mary Frances Reza, ven acá.
And you're younger.
Yo soy la flor. Sit down, please. We go way back, Mary Frances and I. We have fought the good fight, and we have beautiful music thanks to this wonderful woman, her creativity, her talent, her determination, her love of the liturgy, her love of music. Mary Frances Reza, it is an honor to announce tonight that your name will be revered for many, many years to come. Because tonight we are establishing an award the name of it is the Mary Frances Reza Award. So many people. He has composed masses. The most recent one is the Misa de Santa Fe by Lincoln Knight. That is one of the beautiful masses ever. But anyway, the first awardee, the first one to receive the Mary Frances Reza Award, couldn't be here with us tonight. But he comes from the Diocese of Las Cruces, I am proud to say. His name is Albert Valverde. Albert Valverde, I had a senior moment. Albert Valverde no puede estar con nosotros. Now, Al has composed a lot of music, a lot of it is bilingual. And he is also responsible for other things too. Deming is the mariachi capital of New Mexico because of Al Valverde. Because he has been the director of music at the high school in Deming for many years. And while there, he put into the curriculum mariachi music, which is the ideal for every high school in the Southwest. Anyway, he did it, and then every year a group would graduate, and so they would stay together. So over the years, there's 6, 7, or 8 mariachi groups in Deming. Deming is a city of about 15 to 20,000 people. They have more mariachis per capita probably than any other in the world. So Al Valverde is the first recipient. I am proud to award it to him, even though he's not here. Now Nambe piece, only done in New Mexico. Nambe. And it says, Southwest Liturgical Conference, Mary Frances Reza Award, Albert Valverde, 2015. Al, wherever you are, congratulations. Thank you. Muchas gracias.